why would someone take a motorcycle to Salalah? There's two ways to go there. One through the desert, which is pretty much straight, and one along the coast. Now, what would possess somebody to ride a motorcycle 3,500 kilometers to the south of a country where you could just take an aircraft and be there in no time at all? It's because there's something about adventure that exists deep within the human spirit. And for those of us who ride a motorcycle, that adventure is found on an open road. Part of going to Salalah requires us to get a little bit of prep done on our bikes. And because of that, I'm at PowerShift because these guys are gonna take care of my little bike. And I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna do to this just to be ready for what is pretty much a 3,000 kilometer plus trip along the coastline of Oman. All right, here is my Z900 and I've already got the top windshield already done in preparation for the trip. I've got a little phone holder with a USB port that is currently linked to the battery, but what we're going to do is try and link it into the ignition so that it doesn't drain the battery. Now we're going to change out the oil. We're going to change the chain. And we are going to make sure that everything on this bike is tight and ready to go. I'm back at PowerShift in order to pick up the bike because these guys did a whole bunch of stuff to it. And I am now ready for the Oman trip. Well, the bike is ready for the Oman trip. Let me show you what they did. My phone holder was connected to the battery, and these guys have rewired it into the ignition, so that works well now. I have a new air filter, a new oil filter, and a brand new chain, DID, courtesy of Bombay Motorsports. These guys send me all my stuff and make sure that my bike is in top shape. So there it is, ready to go. What am I doing with the car behind me? That's my car, and that's gonna be the support car for the Oman trip. And it's getting 4 new shoes. Because you wanna be safe on the trip, don't we? Yeah.
Hi guys, so as you know we are going on a 6-day riding trip to Oman and this will be my packing video. I'm still taking my gear with me just in case, so let's get packing.
Less than 24 hours to go before we head out on our Salalah trip. So it's time to get packing. And I've got a lot of stuff to put into the bag. Check this out. My inventory includes a spare pair of flip-flops, bungee cords, balaclavas, inner gloves, which will go inside my riding gloves, some deodorant to keep me a little fresh. Don't leave without this. Muck off. Now, this comes in really handy when you've got a long trip. Of course, passport, wallet, and a vaccination card. This has become mandatory these days. Socks, enough underwear, jeans, thermal liner, the heat out in case it gets too hot. T-shirts, have to be flying the flag, biker crew UAE, hell yeah. Something to sleep in, and a sweater and another cardigan. Now, the more eagle-eyed viewers have probably noticed I'm not wearing the TVS gear. I'm wearing Sedici. Now, that is not because I don't like the TVS gear. I love it. It's just that it doesn't come with an inner liner, and this one does. All right? And on a trip like this, just need to make sure that I've got some added protection just in case. Now on to tech. What do we need? Of course, a tire puncture repair kit. Okay, very handy. Cables, chargers, cameras. Insta360, GoPro Max 360, GoPro 5, GoPro 8, 2 power banks. This one's solar. Tire inflator. I've got spare batteries, a whole host of mounts. This is a whole bunch of tools just in case. And all this has to fit into that. This is my Jack Wolfskin Highland Trail bag. I've used this bag everywhere. It features on my Himalaya trips. I've taken it to South Africa. I've taken it to Thailand. I love this thing. Right, folks, so all this has to be packed. Let's get going. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the details of showing you guys how I packed everything, so let's forward this thing, and this is the end product. And there we have it. Everything, well, almost everything, in the bag. Now, why have I left out this stuff? Because this is what I'm going to be wearing when I leave tomorrow. So this is the only thing that's out, and everything else has been stuffed and crammed into my magnificent Jack Wolfskin bag. Salalah, here we come. We're gonna put this Jack Wolfskin bag onto this bike. Take a look. This is my solar power bank, and it's really cool. It doesn't charge as fast, but if you're riding the whole day, now that works. So all it does is sit at the back. So let me show you how I did it. I linked everything into the little... So I've linked everything into the number plate holder because it's got these very handy little holes in here and still allows the rear brake light to be seen. So you see, in from there, all around. Now I did make sure to strap it that way. That way, because that pulls the weight on the back and doesn't push it in front. Yeah, and with the cargo net, and that's it. Strapped up and ready to go. Don't miss my 360. It's almost like a little antenna.